Oopsie. Hi Gemini, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for June 14th through July 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the link to the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Tarot Spirit. So hopefully, hello, you get a chance to check her out. This is being happy with a stable new beginning. Or perhaps you just got your wish and there's some kind of inheritance or windfall, or there's just a real solid, stable material offer coming your way that you feel very secure about, that opens a lot of doors for you. Could be that. Being very happy in your situation, or with a stable new offer, a material offer of wealth perhaps. Maybe that's about a job offer that's giving you the pay that you want. Maybe that's about moving and finding that house that you want, or a relationship. What else for Gemini? So we've got 6 of Swords. That could be, again, it's transition. And I almost want to say moving house, but this could be about you being happy with where you live, or you're being happy because you're moving on or moving out. Could be relocating for a job. This suggests that there's things are kind of up in the air, but this is about you smoothly transitioning to calmer waters, as it were. Things starting to die down, and you being able to transition to much more stable environs or lifestyle. First shot out of the gate. What's going on, Gemini? Devil, that could be Capricorn. Oof. All right, 5 of Cups. Oh, okay. 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords, Mother of Pearl, 4 of Wands, King of Swords, 9 of Cups. Well, I don't think there's any love loss here, right? Okay. This is somebody that was behaving like a child. You need to get to safe ground here. You need to get to where you can grieve by yourself and you can just move on. There is nothing left for you here, Gemini. You now have whatever you have just discovered or realized, that is the truth. There's no changing it. This is a situation that you cannot fix, and it is holding you back. And there needs to be decisive action about moving forward. What's this Page of Pentacles about? This is about you accepting things have ended and about you transitioning out of this unhealthy situation. What's this Page of Pentacles about? Could be Pisces or Cancer. This is someone that is not that they're giving very little to the relationship. They're not giving what should be given to a relationship. This is someone that could be withdrawing or could have gone secretive as a way to kind of control. This could be somebody that's kind of petty. This could be somebody that's just not giving you straight answers. They're not, almost like they're toying with your emotions. This 4 of Wands about Gemini. What's this 4 of Wands about? This 4 of Wands for Gemini. Both of these cards, 6 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, are about transition. And this is saying disconnect, disengage. Everything ending. I mean, everything about this is saying ending because the situation is just not healthy. It's just not, it's holding you back. It is something, this is a pattern. It's like you're caught in a cycle or a web. It's not going to get any better. And I'm sorry, but there's just nothing you can do about it. What's this Devil card about? You need to disengage and disconnect and take action. This could be, you could be involved with an Aries or a Capricorn or both. This could be male or female. I think I said Pisces, Cancer. This could be a Gemini. But this could be involving a situation where someone is not faithful in a relationship, and it's a pattern, and it's not going to be. They're secretive, they're petty, they're childish. They don't give enough to the relationship, and it's very disappointing and sad. And it's like this just needs to end. And now, you now have all the information you need. We got 2 9s here. You've got the receipts. It's not going to change. Not by your hand anyway. If anything's going to change, it's going to have to be this person making the change. There's nothing you can do to affect change in this situation, Gemini. This King of Swords about? This could be Gemini. Could be Aquarius or Libra also. What's this King of Swords? Okay, so this is someone, all right, You're going to be going into a state of solitude. Why? Because we've got someone that's already being secretive to you, and it looks like they might even, or secretive with you, withdrawing, going dark. Things have ended, and it's time to let this go, and you're going to be feeling cut off. If it's not you ending it, cutting it off, making decisive cuts, taking executive action to rid yourself of this situation, it's them. But there is a cutting off. There is a decisive cut here, and there is very limited or strategic communication, and there's going to be soul-searching, withdrawal. We've got cards of withdrawal here also. So either they make the cut, the final decision, the decisive end, or you do. Either way, it's a period of withdrawal for you and removing yourself from a toxic situation so you can get to your happiness here. What's this Nine of Cups about? So this could be self-care. This could be making it through this toxic situation here, coming out of it with the help of friends, might I add, and restoring your stability, completely disengaging and disconnecting. And we've got the Four of Wands here with the Five of Pentacles, feeling cut off from this marriage, disconnecting, disengaging. It's over. Letting your friends help you. This could be going to counseling. This could also be somebody that is wise counsel. This could be a doctor, a lawyer, somebody that gives you the advice you need or gives you the how-to that you need to transition or get through a situation, gives you strategy, gives you advice, or handles things on your behalf. Could be a trusted friend, could be a paternal or maternal figure, but someone that you trust that gives you sound advice and strategy. This could be a doctor, lawyer, counselor, therapist. So they're going to be helping you through. They're going to be helping you figure out next steps. This hermit progresses very slowly. They only walk fast enough that the lantern can illuminate. So it's a very slow journey, but it is very careful and methodical and with purpose. So this might take a process to disconnect and disengage from this situation, but you will have help, and you need to rely on that. This is also about having friends and help. And the first order of business is restoring basically self-care, is getting back to taking care of yourself, getting back to being restored emotionally. I don't know what shenanigans are going on, but this is all about disappointment from disconnection and someone just not being emotionally available, someone being petty, someone just not being fair in the dealings, in separating, cutting you off, playing mind games, that sort of thing. So could be dealing with Cancerian also, but this is about you getting back to self-care and nurturing and getting back to where you find you're happy again. What else for Gemini? Right, wait a minute. What's this Five of Cups about? Because this is just disappointment and sadness and going round and round and round and not knowing what to do. Rely on your friends. They will help you. Rely on those you trust who can give you sound advice. There's going to be two people in particular, male and female, and I don't know how that's relevant. I don't know if it's somebody you hire or what, but there's two people that are going to be pretty pivotal in transitioning out of this. And it is okay to, some of them you can't trust because you got mutual friends or their alliances, or they don't care, they don't have your best. There's going to be two that are pretty pivotal and do have your best interest at heart, and they will be advising. One's an older, like plus male, and the other one looks to be a relative, a female relative, like sister or cousin or something. This Five of Cups about. So an abrupt, irreversible ending. Something, because you have the receipts now, because you now know that there's been a shift. It's like there's this realizing, you know what? The situation isn't going to change. It's not me. There's nothing I can do about this situation. It's not going to change. Furthermore, I'm part of the problem if I stay. And so this is like that realization and the epiphany, but at the same time, it's things out of your control that have just completely caused this sort of destruction and catastrophe and upheaval in your life right now. And the key to restoring balance and happiness and stability and security and moving through this is relying on friends and concentrating on self-care and boundaries and restoring yourself emotionally and spiritually, because this has taken a lot out of you here. This right here, this Devil, is in direct contradiction to self-care, reinvigorating yourself and reconnecting spiritually, emotionally, rebalancing yourself, that sort of thing. Confirmation card, please, for Gemini. Yep, cut it off. Cut it off. No more initiating conversation. This is about you going into observant mode and being strategic with your communication and being prepared. Why am I shuffling that one? Right. That's for Gemini. Snapshot, please. So this could be this represents contracts if we're not talking about romantic relationship, right? So this could be something that has a marriage, a long-term marriage, or something that might have been stable and secure at one point, but now it feels like it's just weighing you down. So instead of settling down, it's weighing you down, and this could be a marriage or a romantic situation that is weighing you down, and it's just, and we've got marriage here, but there is a definitive ending, and there's a lot more going on than you think. You've got a few receipts, but there's more going on that you don't know about, that you're dodging some bullets by leaving now and getting back to yourself. This could be an online situation. It could be that you figured out somebody was cheating online, has been for quite some time, and they've squandered through the savings, or they're just all around shenanigan-y type of person, shady shenanigans. Just not on the up and up. This is not a position that you want to find yourself in, but this is the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So this is about you having to fiercely guard your stuff, and it's self-preservation at this point. Having to be guarded, having to be very protective of your energy and your stuff and your things, and moving to a safe place where you can start to heal, where you can start to reinvest in self-care and just get back to some normalcy. And again, with the swords, the Ace of Swords. So it could be for any new beginnings, because look at this. Maybe this is someone showing up that kind of just makes you happy, and they're kind, and you feel an emotional connection with this new person. If this isn't about you getting back to self-care, maybe this is also about someone coming in that you strike up a friendship with. It's just really easy. It's a good connection, and you have a lot of fun together. But you now know for anything new starting, anybody new you meet online, because we got a lot of swords here, that this is about you not going whole hog into something. You are guarded. Your priorities are yourself and self-care first. And other than that, if you want to have a good time and we go see this movie together or whatever, fine. But there's a shift, because you're coming out of this and you're just like, this is devastating here, right? And sad. But then the 9 of Wands with the Ace of Swords, that's all about being protective of your energy, and anything new coming up, you're like, Oh my gosh. 9 of Swords, Ace of Wands. 9 of Swords, Ace of Wands. So we got Ace of Swords twice here. Right. Good Lord. 9 of Swords twice here. Nope. Not going through it again. And if you're worried about starting over, if you're worried about anything new, maybe this is you worried about, how am I going to do this? How am I going to start? You'll have friends. You'll have help. You got the Queen of Wands here. You got the Queen of Cups. You got the 6 of Swords here. You'll have help. You'll have wise counsel. You'll have people that have your best interest at heart, and you'll be able to make the transition and help with the decision. So don't worry about that. What else does Gemini do? So when it's like this, I always try. Okay, so we've got the Strength reversed and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this speaks again to the unexpected nature, the surprise, the shock, the betrayal, the immediate ending, and dealing with the fallout. But there's been a definite ending, a definite tower moment, a crisis point where things are no longer the same. You have your receipts. You can't not know what you know. And that sets in motion a chain of events that now it's like you have to deal with the fallout now. And this is all about you picking up, moving on, transitioning. Incredible disappointment about this, but you also have been dealing with this for quite some time, and just needing to leave, needing to just no more communication. King of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. I mean, this is all about shutting down communication and not, as much as you can, involving yourself in this situation anymore, and letting your friends and family and people who care about you surround you and protect you and insulate you and advise you and help get you through this difficult time. Because this feels like somebody's not going to be doing the right thing. This was not a secure, solid, stable relationship, but I also feel like you're going to find out more about somebody having done some shady shenanigan type stuff as time goes on. And it's really going to be important that you surround yourself with people that can insulate and buffer you from that, even hiring someone. All right, Gemini. But I mean, we got the Nine of Cups, and this is about being able to, as soon as you're out of this situation, next couple of months, you've got stability, you've got reinvesting in self-care and coming to being able to start living peacefully and not reacting and being sad. It's like you normalize. Things start to level off and stabilize. Okay. I hope this was helpful, Gemini, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.